Whoa.
Margaret awoke, startled, a cold sweat clinging to her. She gathered her thoughts.
Margaret, hey?
Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the house stood a shrine to Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land, of Rhea and a being of comfort.
Cool.
Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak.
Why not?
There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry. The old seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed. The only thought on her mind, has it begun again?
Again? Alright. This looks cool. Looks very cool, actually. It is you, Chromo.
John's mission would be a simple one. He was to investigate Rhea's greatest shrine. His mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard. From his brother came a newly sharpened sword. His wife gave him a kiss, and his daughter's hugs were full of reason to return home safe.
Yeah, I've noticed that pixel art's definitely becoming a thing, right? But it's this new sort of blend of like, this looks really cool. Like I mean, it's still pixely art, but it's like more detailed pixel art as the background and stuff, but with a very, it's kind of like 32-bit pixel art on the outside, but 8-bit character. To move your character, use WASD. It's easier to draw in pixel art? No way, man. You say that because it looks like, but to get good-looking drawings that you can understand in pixel art is very hard. Even basic drawings.
Rhea, a land long forgotten, a place of unimaginable beauty.
Well, it doesn't matter what you think, it's not. Like, because you only get one pixel, you know, when you're drawing stuff like this. You know, for the things. Whereas if you know, combining brushes and strokes and colors and stuff, there's a lot more room just to have, you know, art type move, like standard drawing. Well, you should know this from painting. You know, you get a color not quite right, you just do another stroke, do a blend.
It first appeared as sludge given life, slithering
sludge
creatures,
look at these guys.
small and vile.
John uses his sword to attack. John used his sword to attack foes, apparently. Press the mouse to use your primary attack. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I mean, you do get to adjust each pixel, but one of the hardest things that a lot of people don't realize is that having pixel art's not just reducing an image down to a low pixel count. A lot of it is limited color palette to have each color be very definitive on what's happening. So, like, you look at the base model here, there's sort of like 3 colors and these lines that, like, it's a curve, but you can see it's straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. Whereas when you're doing that in a standard sort of art, you would actually have what appeared more of a curve because of the blending. Oi. Oh, left shift for block. Aha, got him. What's this? Evade. Evade attacks at the right time to avoid incoming damage. The evade bar under a character's feet show when they can evade. Oh, there we go. Press... I'm going to go with space. Okay, what is this? Can we get this? Oh, I'm full health. Okay. I wonder how much health that gives. Look at that little bird. Yeah, John takes damage by getting hit. That's right. Where's my evade option? Oh, okay. I don't know if that was the little flash was the bar filling up, or was it... Yeah, so that's all it is. It's just filling up. It's not actually... It's like, you can't evade. It's kind of cool. Well, apparently block doesn't. 65 health. A pot is worth 19 hit points. Alright. The cheese passed, or is that... That's already going to light up anyway.
A wall, impeding further progress. A battle was certain.
John has a special ability to use his shield to block incoming attacks. Hold left shift to use your shield. Oh, I was doing that. It wasn't doing anything. It'll work now because the tutorial says so. Oh, but only when I have shield power. Taking a beating here, John. We tried blocking better. Go the spam route. The Bergsons use their shard of life to cleanse corrupted objects. Press F to interact. F for interact in chat.
Banished by light itself, the corruption abated, leaving the shard cold in hand, dark in need of life.
Oh. Our shard is cold in hand, but warm in pocket. Okay, so they don't actually have an attack. It looked like you just damage on touch. What do we want to look at first? Gemstone. Greater chests require a gemstone to open. Gemstones are found in different places, like this animal corpse.
The shard grew warm, humming softly from the harnessed energy.
We get to do our best Luke Skywalker cosplay right now. We just cut it open and... Womp. Ooh, what's that? Damaged enemies burn in fire. A divine grace, a powerful item that aids you with a buff. Oh, I like buffs. What's this? Dude sitting on throne? Oh man, he picked up some sort of thing like in Path of Exile.
Before him was now one more dangerous than those that came before.
Okay. Gain XP as you kill enemies. That's good to know. When reaching a certain amount of XP, you will gain a skill point. You can use skill points to upgrade your abilities in the skill tree. Press tab to open the skill tree. I think that's the ding. Like, that's a nice Skinner box ding. Gain a skill point when you gain enough XP. Yeah. Spend skill points to learn new skills. Also makes sense. What if I don't want to learn this one? The selected ability description can be seen in the right panel. Call swords down from the heavens upon John's enemies. Okay. Press spacebar on the available skill to learn it. What if I want this one? Upgrade Heaven Strike to level 1. It costs 1 skill point. More skills become available as you spend more skill points. Press tab to close the skill tree. Yeah, tutorial says too bad, Panz. Learn the skill. Wait, am I supposed to cut open the corpse? No? Okay.
Goblins, a familiar threat, albeit farther out than usual.
Goblins or familiars? Because they're two totally different enemies. Whoa. Oh, okay. Is he shooting him in the back? Okay, it's only taking block damage when you actually take a block. Which is good, so you can just stand.
Magnificent, but dangerous. A land of love found and of love lost.
Oh, it's floating islands. That's cool. Do we go into scenery view whenever we go up into a scenery spot? That's kind of cool. Very picturesque.
Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by. Remaining calm and collected, the shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready, determined to do her part.
How did she beat us here? Create a temporary aura that damages nearby enemies. Do we have to swap it out with the other one, or do we get a bonus one? Oh, we got to use it. Divine Relic. Divine Relic, a gift from the gods. Use it in fight to turn the tide in your favor. Press Q to unleash the Divine Relic's power. Okay. I wonder if they're shooting at her, if I can block the arrow. That's got a long cooldown though. Hey Twigbreaker, how you doing? Well, there were floating islands in content long before Avatar.
Before the Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks.
Man, my thing's on cooldown too. Get to that dude or not?
Both father and daughter gathered their thoughts, their hearts heavier than before. How would they explain what they had witnessed? The ancient tree had been cut down. Together, father and daughter described the horror, the creatures dripping with decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to bolster their ranks. Grandma Margaret confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption, a cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices, an ocean of darkness that flowed from the top of Mount Morta.
Ah, that makes sense.
And the Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring deluge of death. Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was as much a guardian of their mountain home as any of them. She stood. If they were to reach the summit and destroy this evil, as the Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the Sanctuary.
Oh, Sanctuary, eh? Go see Deckard? Bring him back from the butterflies? That's cool. Yeah. The art is very good, I like it.
Given to the Bergsons by Rhea herself, the Sanctuary was a gateway to the mysterious lands around the mountain. Margaret pointed to the huge crystal at the center of the den, revealing their next task: to activate it and open the way to the source of the corruption. And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered on the grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the assistance of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their lands. Without them, he would not be able to stem the flow of the corruption.
Cool.